everyone, and welcome to the Learn and Level Up English podcast, where we make learning English fun, simple, and easy to understand. I'm Lori, your host for today, and we're diving into an essential topic for beginners: how to tell the time in English. Let me start with a funny story. One time I asked someone what time it was, and they said, "It's 5:15. I looked around for a quarter coin and got so confused. That's when I realized I really needed to learn how to tell time properly. Maybe you've had a similar moment? Well, don't worry. By the end of this podcast, you'll never have that problem again. Stick around, because by the end of this podcast, you'll be able to confidently ask and answer questions like, "What time is it?" and use this skill in daily conversations, scheduling, or even when traveling to a new place, and understand common ways we talk about time in English. So, let's get started. First things first, let's break it down. In English, we use both digital and analog formats to tell the time. For example, on a digital clock, you might see 6:30. But when we say it aloud, we often say, "It's 6:30. Easy, right? Now, let's talk about the hour hand and the minute hand on an analog clock. The hour hand tells us the hour, and the minute hand tells us how many minutes past the hour it is. For example, if the minute hand is at 12, it's o'clock, like 2 o'clock or 5 o'clock. If the minute hand is at 6, it's half past the hour, like 2:30 or 5. Let's practice that together. Repeat after me. 7 o'clock. 7:30. Great job. In English, we use two main words when talking about minutes: past and to. Past means the minutes after the hour. For example, 3:10 means 3:10. To means the minutes before the next hour. For example, 4:10 means 3:50. Here's a quick mnemonic to help you remember. Think of past as something that has already happened, like the minutes that have passed after the hour. And think of to as something that is about to happen, like the minutes left until the next hour. Visualizing a clock split into two halves can also help. On the right side, we say past, and on the left side, we say to. Here's a quick tip to remember. From 1 to 30 minutes, we use past, like 5:20. From 31 to 59 minutes, we use to, like 20 to 6. Let's practice again. Repeat after me. 4:15. We use quarter because 15 minutes is 1/4 or a quarter of an hour. 5:45. This means 15 minutes until 6 o'clock. 6:10. 10 to 8. You're doing amazing! Now, let's put this into a real-life conversation. If someone asks you, "What time is it?" Here's how you can answer. If it's, say, "It's 8 o'clock." If it's, say, "It's 8:15." If it's, say, "It's 8:45." Try asking yourself right now, "What time is it?" and answer. All right, it's time for a quick activity. I'll say the time, and you'll repeat after me. Ready? 3:30. 12:15. 9:45. 6:05. Now let's make it a bit more challenging. I'll describe an activity or give a clue, and you guess the time. 1. It's time for lunch, and the clock shows one hand at 12 and the other at 6. Answer, 12:30. 2. The school bell rings in 15 minutes and it's almost 4 o'clock. Answer, 3:45. 3. You're getting ready for bed and the clock shows the hands at 10 and 2. Answer, 10:10. Let's add another layer of practice. I'll give you a time and you'll tell me if it's past or to the hour. Answer, 5:20. Answer, 20 to 9. Answer, 11:15. Answer, 15 to 3. Great work. Now imagine you're traveling and someone asks you about the time in a different city. Let's pretend you're in New York and it's 3 p.m., but in London it's 8 o'clock p.m. How would you say the time for both cities? Answer, in New York it's 3 o'clock. In London it's 8 o'clock. Keep practicing and you'll master this skill in no time. Before we wrap up, here are some useful phrases to remember. What time does the bus leave? What time is the meeting? Could you tell me the time, please? Practice these questions and you'll sound more natural and confident when speaking English. That's it for today's episode on telling the time in English. I hope you found this lesson fun and helpful. Remember, practice makes perfect. So keep practicing with clocks, schedules, and even your phone. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast, Learn and Level Up English Podcast, for more lessons just like this. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends or leave a review. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep learning and leveling up your English. Bye for now.